So there was this play in the Rangers-White Sox game last night.
One strike pitch to Remillard, and this one into left field. That's a base hit. Jankowski up with it quickly. Andrews headed to the plate. The throw in time. The tag. Got him at the plate. And the inning is over.
After review, the call on the field is overturned to a violation.
Oh, it's a violation by Jonah Heim for being in the line of the slide by Elvis Andrus.
Elvis Andrus was initially ruled out on the field. They went to the replay and then ended up ruling that catcher Jonah Heim blocked the plate, and Andrus was now safe. The Rangers went on to lose this game 7-6, and Bruce Bochy was understandably upset.
And for that call to be made, I'm dumbfounded. It's absolutely one of the worst calls I've ever seen. And it was done by replay. I just don't get it. I don't care how many times they'll try to explain it. You can't do that in that situation. It's a shame. It's embarrassing, really.
You thought he had a clear lane to the play. What did you see on the play?
Yeah, there was never any contact with the catcher. It's a sweep tag. I don't get it. I really don't. I'm just, again, I'm shocked. Jonah did a great job there.
He's right. Jonah Heim did do a great job there. He had to come across the plate to retrieve the ball. He's behind home, leaving the third base side of the plate open and leaving the first base side corner of the plate also open. This is the official rule for Major League Baseball. The catcher is not permitted to block the runner's path to the plate unless he is in possession of the ball, though blocking the path of the runner in a legitimate attempt to receive a throw is not considered a violation. The runner can be ruled safe if the umpire determines the catcher violated this rule. But per a September 2014 memorandum to the rule, the runner may still be called out if he was clearly beaten by the throw. Backstops are not subject to this rule on forced plays. So on multiple fronts on this play, is Jonah Heim in the right? Again, he left parts of the plate open. He was making a legitimate attempt to receive the ball because he was set up on the first base side, had to come across to get it. And the runner may still be called out if he was clearly beaten by the throw, which of course he was. On the same night, the Angels and Dodgers had a controversial overturned play after a replay as well.
Hits this ball well to the gap in left center. Outman is on the run, can't get it. It bounces to the wall. Drury's on his way to third. He's being waved home. Here comes the relay throw to the plate. It is up the first base line, but it is not in time. Drury with a head-first dive. He scores the first run of the game.
That was an outstanding slide. They're going to check it on this one. Will Smith's pointing right away.
Initially ruled safe, overturned, and of course, Angels manager Phil Nevin just as confused as Bruce Bochy.
What did you see on that play at the plate? Did you think that was the right call to overturn it?
I'm just, You want to get me going on that one? You want to clear and definitive? I don't get it. Maybe touched his eyelash. You can't see because the dirt's popped up. So we've had a couple like that are just baffling to me. And so maybe they had a different angle. I don't know. But I'm just really confused on how this replay system works. Just get rid of it. These umpires are really good.
I think what's interesting here is this is ostensibly the same umpires making these calls back in New York, since, of course, this was on the same night. So I don't know if it was a shift change or anything, but potentially this is the exact same umpire. And look, obviously, the Angels one was much closer and had different circumstances, but I still don't think there was enough to overturn that call. Had he been ruled out on the field, I think then you go without. And to go in here in defense of umpiring, it is an impossible job, just like all officiating is, right? In every sport, it is an impossible job. I don't think umpiring has gotten worse. I think it's just that we can see the flaws way better now, right? We have multiple angles, we have the replays, we have the strike zone right there on screen, so we can see the flaws in real time as they're happening. And when it comes to replay, is MLB's replay system perfect? Jesus, absolutely not. But to be fair, neither is the NBA's and neither is the NHL's. And still in defense of it, MLB has gotten a lot better with this kind of stuff, right? The umpires now making the announcements after decisions is massive. That way ballparks don't go crazy. The 15-second rule where coaches have to make a decision on whether they're going to challenge a call or not has really improved the pacing of this whole thing. And I think overall, it gets the call right more times than not. Should we get rid of it?
Just get rid of it.
Absolutely not. No, that is a bad idea. Obviously, I know he's being hyperbolic. I think the thing with everything umpiring, and again, everything officiating, is get the call right. That's always going to be the goal from the get-go. The problem is here, I think replay review is always going to be an imperfect system. And again, I think the rules that are in place now are the best that we have ever seen in baseball. Yet this still happens, which leads us, of course, to question what can be done to fix it, and that's where I end up drawing a blank. I don't know. How can we improve this system? I feel like Major League Baseball has taken the necessary steps here in order to make sure this runs as smooth as possible, but again, this is still happening. I'm very curious to what you guys think about this. Let me know in the comments section down below. What would you do to fix MLB replays? This is not a new problem in professional sports. It's just Major League Baseball is starting to really see the cracks here, especially when it happens on 2 different plays at the plate in the same night. If you're new around here, make sure to consider subscribing. I do weekly MLB coverage here on my YouTube channel, and that's going to be just about it for this one. All right, I'm Steve Granado. Later.